Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg and I'm going to go over a cryptocurrency called Chainlink. Okay, today I have Chainlink here. It's trading about at $7 and it's up 4% today. So we have green candles, put smiles on people's faces. Green candle day. And let's see, Chainlink is there's a lot of promise behind Chainlink. I'll say it that. I'm not going to go too deep into the fundamentals. I don't think Chainlink is going to be going anywhere. Chainlink is a good coin because it's more like an infrastructure play. You know, Chainlink's involved in other chains, so hence the name Chainlink. They want to link everybody, so infrastructure play, which is good. I went over previously. Just the supply issue could be there with Chainlink if you look down here. But there's a lot of big investors that are into this coin too, as far as I know, as long as my data is correct. And just guys, briefly, if you go to Chainlink's Twitter page, you know, they have one of the biggest Twitter follower page in the cryptocurrency market. So very, very popular coin, very strong coin. And if you just look at Chainlink, if it's chart, overall picture of Chainlink's chart, that's a very bullish coin. I know the price is going down right now, but the overall picture is, in my opinion, the future is probably going to be pretty bright for Chainlink. And there's going to be some people that buy Chainlink at the lower levels on this dip. And when it completes its correction, that's probably going to do pretty darn well, in my opinion, once it goes bullish again and the cryptocurrency market goes bullish again. All right, guys, so here's the overall picture. Chainlink, this right here did a extended first wave. And what it did, and massive gains from 36,000%. So massive gains there. And the question is what it did over here going to do over here? Percentage-wise, it's not going to do as much. And the other thing too, since this first wave is extended, there's a higher probability the third wave won't be extended. That doesn't mean that it's not going to be, the third wave still going to be bigger than this wave. It's just not going to be an extended. There's a lower probability of a lower extended third wave. Okay, I do have some price areas in here, a little bit color-coded areas for Chainlink. And just to give you guys an idea of the potential for a coin like this, if you pick it up in this area and everything goes bullish again, you're looking at 4,700% and maybe as high as 7,600%. Now, you're going to hear higher price targets than that. I am not using logarithmic Fibonacci levels. They can hit that. It's ridiculously high. Is it possible? Yes, it's possible. But is it probable? I don't know about that. But those are still massive gains. From here to there, guys, those are still massive gains. So I'm going with lower end targets. I'm not going to put those crazy numbers that you might see once everything goes bullish again and where it might be going. So, you know, from here to there, massive gains, you know, 40x. So if you have $1,000 in Chainlink right here, it turns into 40 grand. That's massive, guys. All right, now let's go into the correction. We know that this is a wave one. So this will turn into right here like this, guys, a wave one, and it'll come down for a two, and it'll go into a three like that, okay? I'm gonna remove that for the time being and clean it up. Now, as far as Chainlink, I'm taking a look at this structure that it did. I give you guys what I think. I'm not gonna go all into the details of it. It did like an ABC. Now, whether this is an ABC or WXY, it's a three-wave move. You can check the Fibonacci levels on this move. So what it did is like a flat type structure. And you can see the 786, which is acceptable. If I take almost 78, I take out the wick, it almost hit 1.0, which is acceptable for me with Chainlink. Now, in this right here, is a five-wave move down, in my opinion. So what Chainlink did here is like a diagonal type move. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 1 is longer than the 3, and the 3 is longer than the 5. Okay, and the second wave is bigger than the fourth wave. So it follows all that correctly. And that's what I think it did. I think there's a possibility it could be doing that down here, and I'll explain to you in a second. So there's a 3-wave move here. It came up into this. You can see in the RSI how it dragged that RSI really, really high, but didn't go up that high. Typical of a corrective move to the upside, like an X wave or a B wave right here. So here's this structure here, and here's a connector right here, in my opinion. And now we're in this area with Chainlink. I'm breaking this down right here. I'll show you something with that move that is good information. So you can see with this move, I'm going to drag open the RSI for you guys, okay? You can see with this move, there's a 3rd wave peak all the way down right here. More than likely, right here was your A wave. So here's your third, create your divergence, and it whizzed down on that. That probably took care of most of the correction, and now we're over there. So let me go back out to the 12 hours for you guys to show you some information, okay? So then if you take this wave, this completed in there, and I take a Fibonacci just to show you why I think that it is doing that, and I retrace that whole leg, that whole A wave, and go right there, just like so. You can see 382 up to the area 382. I take out the wick. You know, if you take out the wick, 382, I put in the wick. You know, I can get a 382, almost a 50% retracement on that move, guys. So right in that area for a B wave, really good retracement and a 3-wave swing. So more than likely, in my opinion, that was a 3-wave move up to make a B wave or a connector wave. And now we're in this area. So, you know, there's going to be some debate about some people saying that's bullish or something like that. I don't think so, guys. This is clearly a 5-wave impulse down, and then it's doing some sort of structure up, whether a 2nd wave. And the reason I'm saying it could probably do something similar to this, you know, you can't rule out, is it going to go bullish from here? It could. I don't think so. It could, though. Is it did something similar up here. You can see it came down, did its correction, 3-wave swing, and then kind of did something similar there where the where it slowed up into a diagonal type fashion move. And there's probably going to be something similar here with Chainlink. Okay, I don't think this 5 has anything to do with this wave because this structure got too big. So then it's up for a 2, down for a 3, 4, and 5, and it'll probably just slow up. My price targets that I'm looking at for something like Chainlink is the just above $4. I got 390, as low as 304, 236, and all the way down to $1.78. Those are Fibonacci levels. And if you take a look, what I'll show you now in this structure is what it's doing is a zigzag. So you can see A, B, C. And this is the connector wave here. So I would put the structure on there for you guys. This will be your W, your X, and then down for your Y. Okay. Now, if I take a Fibonacci on that right now, I take here's your W, there's your X, and I'm looking for a Y. Typically a 1-to-1, which hits right in that area is what you want to look for. Okay. It can go down to 1.38 areas too, $3 or more or less. It can go down into those areas. It likes to hit those areas too. And then also too, just with that area, looking at this zigzag, I put a Fibonacci retrace or Fibonacci on that area and check that B wave. And the 1-to-1 is about 309. So everything's kind of lining up. So what kind of structure would this be? It is a complex correction or a WXY. And I'll show you the move. So what it can do. So what WXY waves do is they connect 2 different types of structures typically. They could be double zigzags or it can be 2 different types. So in this instance, it was more like a flat. And then over here, you have a zigzag. So the W, X, Y, the W is the flat, the Y is the zigzag, and the X wave is connector. Just to let you guys know is what's more than likely going on with Chainlink. And it seems like it's going on with some other assets too. And in a structure like that with Elliott waves, what it's doing is this flat didn't correct it deep enough. It had to connect it. And now the zigzag's taking care of the rest of the correction to make sure it goes deep enough on Chainlink. Okay. So My general area for initial price target is going to be that just right around $4, and you can't see lower levels than this. Now, the other thing too, I want to let you guys know of is when it comes to structures like Chainlink, like this, and they complete a wave one impulse and they're doing a second wave correction, one area that they like to correct to is wave fours. The bottom of wave fours are areas to look at that. But this was an extended first wave. And what's happened, there's a second wave four here. And this is the area, more than likely, in my opinion, Chainlink is going to start hanging out in this area to come down to those areas. That's why I have these targets too, with Fibonacci areas, $2.90, and then coming down here. And I have red for $1.78, because that's an area that I would start to get concerned with Chainlink. I wouldn't be surprised if it's down there, but if there's a coin you want to get, say for $1.78 or $1.80, you could pick it up there. I would have a stop loss at $1.46 or generally those areas, because once it breaks there, there can be issues, but it does have support over here. But generally speaking, I do not think that Chainlink is going to go be busting past this area right here, guys. That would be there would be something going on with Chainlink that just does, some negative or something happened with the coin once it starts breaking down through here. So I wouldn't be concerned with it yet. I mean, just overall, we're looking at the correction, what it's doing. It's a shallow correction. It's still a bullish coin, and it's actually a bullish correction, in my opinion, on these levels, just to show you guys. On logarithmic, and that's more like the 50%, which is going to be more acceptable. The 3, would be more acceptable for Chainlink, and coming down in these areas, it'd certainly be more acceptable. Okay, but that's off logarithmic. And the issue you have with something like this is that extended wave one. So it could be a little bit shallower. You have to take that consideration when checking on logarithmic. If I take it off log, it starts to become a much better picture, or some people use this method. And the 90% area, which is right here, the 886, which is that 90% area, it just tagged that. And some people using this method would say, okay, the correction's over with. I don't think that it is, in my opinion, just with everything that's going on in the wave structure that it's making right now, guys. So, okay, guys, that's the end of my analysis on Chainlink. Now, is there a probability that my count could be completely wrong and it's going off into this direction? It could be, but it's not making sense with this impulse here. It's not making sense over here. Okay, and more than likely to have this a one, like this came 3, 4, 5, have something that big. That is a possibility where I could be wrong, as an example, and it's more bullish than you think. This is the end of it right here, where this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There is a probability that could have happened where it did some sort of move like that. I just don't think so, guys. That's just my take on it. I just think it's going to wander its way down in that direction. If Bitcoin completed a bottom, don't know yet, or it could swing back down. If it's going to do that, then I see Chainlink easily doing that. If Chainlink is going up, Bitcoin is going up in a bullish move, then Chainlink could just wander in this area, won't go up too much. And then when Bitcoin makes its correction, it'll bring this down, and then finally it'll correct off there. I mean, personally, guys, look, once Chainlink is done with its correction, this coin is so bullish. With Chainlink, it'll be pretty clear. You'll see some serious bullish moves with Chainlink, something like that, guys, right off the bottom. Just like you did with Matic when it came down and did its correction. It'll shoot, more than likely, it's probably going to shoot very clear off of there. It's not going to be any question, just with the bullishness of this coin and the overall structure of it. All right, guys, that's the end of it. If you made it all the way to the end, I do appreciate you. New subscribers, appreciate you too. Smash a like, smash a subscribe. Peace.